Hey, what's going on, Taurus? Butch here. I'm going to do your June read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. We're going to be using the Eight of Coins Tattoo Tarot. I always get confused with the actual Tattoo Tarot. With all that being said, let's get it. Universe, Taurus for June 22. June 2022. All right, Taurus. The first thing, I laughed a little bit, but you'll get it in a minute. The first thing I see is there's something, I feel like there's already someone around you. I feel like this person is someone that you may have a friendship with or just began a friendship with. I feel like, but with this person, there's something else. There's something else here. I feel a strong physical energy with this person. A lot of attraction. In that physical sense, I feel like there's a lot of back and forth energy. Very hot. There's something definitely more than just a friendship. We have that Queen of Wands. I feel like even though it starts off in more of a friendship vibe, I feel like there's something more there, and I feel like you both know it. Seeing some real potential here. And I feel like it is going to catch you off guard because I feel like this person is not necessarily, the more you see they're not necessarily what you may have thought in the beginning. And we need to understand that we can't overthink this. What you're not seeing becomes more apparent. And then you start seeing it. When you start seeing it, we can't overthink it. This may not be what the person, I feel like there's really not expecting, you weren't expecting this, but yet it's here. And I feel like there is some internal struggle within you. There is going to be. And I feel like it's solely based on the fact that you're trying to make sense of this. Because like I said, I feel like it's not necessarily someone that you, at first glance, might have thought more of this connection other than, the physical sense. I feel like like I said, there's a lot of physical attraction. There's a lot of physical attraction. But I feel like as we start to see more and more of this person, we want to see more and more of them. And with this person, it's the same thing. You start giving this more time. This person starts thinking, they think about you and only you. You start wanting to spend more and more time together. You start finding ways and reasons to be with this person, and vice versa. They start finding more reasons to want to, to make excuses to be around you. Like I said, seeing this there's a lot of potential here. And I feel like the more you see, the more that becomes evident. But it's also very innocent. I'm not going to be totally cliche and say, there's fantasies here. There's definitely some dreaming going on. I feel like thinking about this person when you're not around them, and thinking about you when you're not around them. I feel like there is some fantasizing going on here, and I feel like sometimes we try to make sense of things, but and I know telling a Taurus not to make things make sense can be very fun. Like can it that's why I laughed. This doesn't have to make sense. When it feels this right, it doesn't have to make sense. There's a strong connection here, and it's only growing stronger. With that Lovers card. And like I said, that innocence, that dreaming, that, this person brings out a very, very passionate, but yet very innocent side of you. And I feel you do the same for them. Almost like that childlike energy. Just being around them, just being next to them being next to you, just makes you make each other happy. And it doesn't have to make any more sense than that. We could do calculations all day long, but when push comes to shove, when you're with the right person, it may not make sense. You may not even understand why. And if someone came to you and said, why do you like this person? Or why are you so into this person? Maybe you might not even have an answer. Maybe you have to think about it. That doesn't matter. It's all irrelevant. Because it feels right. And the more you spend time with this person, the more you find it hard to walk away from them. And the reason that is because we just know. We know what we want. The heart knows what it wants. Like I said, finding reasons to be with this person, them finding reasons to be with you. And I feel like the more, like I said, the more we see this, the more we stop wondering why and start wondering how we can see this person more and how we can be with this person more. What can we do tomorrow? Start seeing things in a different perspective and finally take that leap of faith. Like I said, you both want to be with each other. There's a foundation that's already being built here. And it doesn't have to make sense. I see a lot of happiness. We just got to nurture it. And I feel like we can't overthink this. Like I said before, we can't overthink this. Because overthinking this is not going to do you any good. I see a lot of balance here. I feel like two people, we have a strong union coming. A lot of forward movement with the Chariot card. A lot of loyalty, a lot of trust. Like I said, it's, what also makes me laugh about this is my grandmother's a Taurus. And her and my grandfather, they seem like two different people. They seem completely different. But when they're together, when they're together, it's just, that's what love is. That's what it's supposed to be. I'd model any relationship off my grandparents because of the fact that they have such a great relationship. And like I said, on paper, it may not make sense to people. We could probably do compatibility tests on my grandparents, and maybe they would fail in compatibility. But they've been together for, I don't even know now, probably 60 years. I think it's either 60 years or it's going to be 60 years this year. But you know what I mean? Like, we can't overthink this, and we can't. We really can. No matter how hard you try, it's not something you're going to walk away from. The foundation is being built as we speak. And like I said, there's a lot of fiery passion, but there's also love and mental compatibility. And that's all we need. Like I said, it's not about what's on paper. It's not about, like I said, you can write down on a piece of paper the person that you think is perfect for you, and then one day when you meet the right person, they may not even be 5 out of 5. But if it feels right, it feels right, and that's all that matters. Like I said, I feel like this may be a friendship that you already have with someone, and I feel like it is growing. And the more you see each other, and the more you get to know each other, I feel like it becomes more than passion. It becomes more than a physical connection. It becomes something real, and something that we may not understand, and we may never understand it, but it's what we want. Now with this person, we have Gemini. We have some Gemini, some Virgo, we have some Taurus, some Capricorn, some Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I would love to go out there and honestly interview people and see. I wish I could go back in time, ask them what they were looking for. Give me the top 10 things you want from a partner that makes that perfect person perfect for you, and then go, come back to present day to people that have been together for a long time, and see how much that really adds up. I never really believed in compatibility. I believe that you could be two different people, completely different. Trying to talk. But it doesn't matter. It's what feels right. Like I said, my grandparents have changed my opinion on that completely. I always thought, you're with someone that, is like you, or someone that, shares a lot of the same similarities, but with them, they're just completely different. But they've always made it work. I've never seen, I see them dancing in the kitchen. My grandmother she's been happy. She had a happy life, and she says it all the time that she wouldn't have wanted anybody else. And he says the same things. And sometimes they fight, but they're always together. My grandfather's always there for my grandmother. My grandmother's always there for my grandfather. They have each other's back, and they made it work. They made a great life together. And they still find ways to make each other happy. And at the end of the day, it works. That's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.